Hello everyone. Hello Tina. Thank you for the raid. How did you know I was gonna come online literally now? Tuna raid. Oh, where am I? Where's Ami? Oh, here I am. Hello guys. Hello. Thank you for the raid. Tuna, I hope you're doing well. You're playing Omari. I think you're trying to finish your Hikamori route, or is this a different route? Hello? What? Is there something on my face? What? Guys, what's wrong? Is there something on my face? It's adorable. It's the same route? Oh, I see. Did you manage to finish? Are you having fun? Omari's so awesome. I wanted to play it myself, so I'll probably find time to play it in the new year, but it's great that you're able to play multiple routes and, you know, explore more about the lore and the story behind everything. Aw, Cat God looks so cute. Cat God looks cute as always. Happy anniversary, Ami. Thank you so much. So for everyone else who doesn't know, my name's Ami Rainer. I'm from the Mirror World. Username, flip it backwards. Ami Rainer. There you go. So for my 1 year anniversary, I'm doing a 48-hour special. It's been 21 hours, almost 22 hours, so halfway through. I've been doing different segments with different topics that are based on the things that are relevant for me during the year. So first thing was an RPG Maker game, because I played a lot of those when I started out. Next was some indie 3D horror, and then after that I tried to do a speedrun of Resident Evil 1. Didn't go successfully, but still made sense because I did a lot of that. I played 2 months of Resident Evil 1 to 4. Anyway, for everyone, if you are feeling tired or need to go, I don't mind. I appreciate you guys coming in to say hi. Otherwise, make sure to get some water, snacks, or head to the bathroom if you haven't in a while. Otherwise, feel free to stick around, chat, or lurk, whatever you're interested in. I would love to watch you play and voice act it. Oh my god, it would be interesting. It would be interesting. I've seen a bunch of people play, and people give each character different voices. I would love to voice act all the full cast. It'd be so fun. I'll let you know when I play it. Anyway, I hope you've been having a wonderful holiday with your family and friends, and yeah, it would be cool if we can hang out somewhere in the future. No, we'll definitely hang out next year. I'm really busy for the remainder of the year, so next year, as in next month, as in 2 weeks from now, I'm sure. Yes, I'd love to hear everyone's interpretation of the characters. Yeah, it definitely adds an extra layer of depth. Oh, you look so cute. Thank you. I look as cute as I usually do. See? This is how I usually look, right? Definitely. I'm definitely not so exhausted and tired that I've turned into a scuffed model. That's definitely not what happened. Yeah. But, I could, okay, Ami, you gotta, you're in front of a bigger group of people. Gotta show your best face, okay? 3, 2, 1, okay. Okay, tidy up your hair, your clothes. Okay, perfect. See? Nothing's different. I am the usual Ami, right? Yeah, so you guys could, if you guys tried the redeem, it's gonna be the Scuff model. I got that recently for collabs, because I'm planning to do more collabs starting next year, so that will be a thing to look out for. And if you think about it, I chunked them up so that each segment represents certain months. So right now would represent approximately June or July. Probably around June or July. Or around the mid-year point. So that was exactly when I debuted my Live 2D model, which means it makes sense to show off a slightly new model. Behold, my new form. Can we see the full model of the Scuffed Ami? Yeah, here, let me swap it back. Okay, there's not much to the Scuffed Ami. This is like, that's all there is to it. That's all there is to the Scuffed Ami. Oh, there's an alternate version, hold on. There we go. Now I look more paper-like. I look like a paper cutout. And that's perfect, I love it. But yeah, there's not much to it. I guess I could be right up into your face. Like this. Oh, a little bit too much. Okay. Yeah, I think this is the normal. This is the normal. That's all there is. I only exist as a half-body entity. I don't have legs. This is the new Perfect Ami. It is a permanent redeem. It's a permanent redeem, by the way. Oh, rip legs, who needs those? Unless... Pam! I do have legs. See? See, look, legs. Legs. I'm not a ghost. I'm real. Okay, so I promised you guys I will do a little bit of a coding session today. So really, the intention is to show off the different things I do throughout the year. One of them I would like to think is my major strength is the coding. So cute, thank you. Oh, I forgot to mention who it was by. I have to mention, this one was drawn by Pocket O. Pocket O. Oh, I don't have a thing. Here, hold on. I usually do a thing for all my artists to draw things for me. Aw, Ami is not on her A game. Hold on. Could I pull out Twitter? And then could I find this person? Okay, it's gonna be... okay, I cannot find them. Where they go? Okay, I can't find them on Twitter. No! Okay, well, they exist. They're Pocket O. So. There we go. So if anyone's interested in their art, just check them out on VGen. They have plenty of awesome stuff. Okay, so in terms of coding, you guys know I do a bunch of custom commands. So obviously if you go to my commands, you'll see them. I started out with those commands being pretty much only made in Stream Elements. So I don't know if you guys are familiar. Am I gonna dox anything? Hold on, probably not, right? It probably looks fine. You know? You know, this part is probably fine. Here, hold on. Let me try to... Give me a second. Let me ensure that there's nothing suspicious anywhere. Never show. Okay, don't need to show this. No one needs to see any of that. Okay. Perfect. Okay, so I will add a new thing. I will Windows capture my browser. because that is a definitely safe thing to do. Okay. And then I will put that to behind me. Like that. Okay. Something kind of like this. Ahem. Yeah, so, if you look here, let me drink some. Lost track on what I was playing. Ahem, the princess is back. Hello, Luma. Hello, hello, welcome in. Okay, I'm just showing off some of the stuff that I do for my custom chat stuff. So, the obvious starting point is here in Stream Elements. So I used to do it in Stream Elements. Stream Elements give you some default stuff. So 8-Ball. 8-Ball, as much as you guys love 8-Ball, 8-Ball is something that comes from Stream Elements. So I didn't code this one. I could, but I didn't have to. So they already had it here. They had a few random things. Not much of the stuff that's useful to me. I think a few that you guys use would be like watch time, uptime, top, points, leaderboard, give points, follow age, and stuff like that. So really, really bare bones stuff. But over here, there's some custom commands. These are the ones I wrote. So they originally started out like this. Very simple stuff, no programming. I swear, see? No programming. So this is just how you set it up. So there's like an exclamation mark yandere is the command. What it does is just says this line. Very simple. There's nothing to think about. But then there's some more complicated things like feast. So feast is this, where it does the same thing, but instead you see this thing that says random pick. So it's basically saying, out of this list of things, pick one of them to say. So it can either say, Ami is often running from monsters and trying not to be eaten alive, or someone's eating well tonight, or uh-oh, Grandpa is here to prepare his dinner. Something like that. So stuff like that is fun and all, and then I have like a ton of those type of commands, but at a certain point they are not as random, and I can't do as many things with them. So instead, let me pull up something. So instead, I had to write my own code to handle it. So let's see if I could share this one instead. Oh. Wait, why does it look like that? Why does it look white? That's not normal. Okay, better. Okay, I think it's big enough for you guys to see. Okay, probably. I would hope. Okay, I made it extra big for the people hard of seeing. Okay, so I have a bunch of commands here. The way it is, here's a list. So here are some of the command stuff that I have available right now. There's fridge, there's freezer, there's spider bite, food Buddha, grandpa, rat god, cat god, explorer is technically still there, trick or treat is still there technically, candy is technically still there. Some of them are disabled, but they're technically still there. So the way it kind of works is I have this thing I call a chat command controller, which basically is, so this application is basically what we call a web API. So it's basically a service that is on the internet that a program will call, kind of like a website URL, and it'll use a website URL to tell it what to do. And then when it goes there, it will go through something called process, and it passes in, it tells me what its username is, the chat command, and any extra arguments, so any extra information. So it passes through here, and I have a thing that handles it. I go into it, and then here you go. So you see, it goes like this, and there's a switch. It's just something fancy for choosing. It just means to choose between these things. So if the command you sent is fridge, it'll go into this one. If the command you sent is freezer, it'll go into this one, etc., etc. Very easy to understand. If you sent a command that doesn't exist, it'll just go here, and it's like, oh, it's not correct. So it'll go here. Of course, these things are not things that you guys are sending. It's Stream Elements that is calling this thing. So Stream Elements calls this URL, and it goes through here and does it. It will never hit this unless I messed up something and had a typo. So, for example, if we go to fridge, if we just look through what it's doing, an overview, there's a list of options which have a wait and a dialogue option. You can have a bad option, a neutral option, or an excellent option. Technically there's more options than that, but I only use 3. And I weighted it, so it's 45, 45, 10. So you can think of it as a 45% chance of bad, a 45% chance of neutral, and a 10% chance of excellent. And then based on what you roll, then again, another switch, you have 3 different cases. If you get the bad result, it'll do this line. If you get the neutral result, it'll do this line. If you get the excellent result, it'll do this one. And the excellent one, obviously, for fridge, is user has encountered a fridge. When they checked inside, it was cake. User happily shared it with the rest of the chat. Let's test Luke's luck. Luke, try one of these commands. Yeah, so he'll go through and I'll do one of these things. So if someone could try. Oh, you're taking notes? You're taking the notes? Rened. Fridge. Gumbos encountered a fridge. When they checked inside, it was empty. So, it was empty. So, you can see how I have bad results, neutral results. So if I go to bad results up here, it's this one. So there's 3 bad responses. Either it's failed to find a fridge, big sad, has encountered a fridge, when they checked inside, it was empty, or has encountered a fridge, unfortunately, the door wouldn't budge. So you have a 45% chance of getting those. Can I check the next fridge? Yeah, there's a 5-second cooldown between users, so you guys can try after 5 seconds. You can try it right now. Hello, 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 Rened. Hello, welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Hope you guys are interested in what I do, actually. Oh, Rened failed to find a fridge. Oh no, it's this one. So you see, this is Big Sad, but that's basically the code that Twitch uses to do your emotes. So you see that as an emote. You're curious why there's a zero here with some squigglies. This was basically like a placeholder, and it's saying, I have a placeholder, and this placeholder, you can put some word in there. And then in here, I'm saying, okay, format it so that that word you put in is the user's name. So your name is being put into this template, and it's being filled in, so it's different for every person. I'm interested. I'm just incompetent. I'm so sorry. Don't say that. Don't be sorry, and don't say that you're incompetent. It's just that you didn't learn it yet. It's new stuff. I could teach you guys, but this isn't really about teaching. It's more about kind of letting you guys see behind the curtain how it works. I'm pretty sure if I taught you guys might get bored. So I'll try to not make it overly complicated. Okay, so basically you have some templates that I could stick a word in there, which is going to be your username. I could put in whatever I want, really. I could put in the current time, anything I want, but I didn't really care. I just want your username. I just want your name to appear on the screen so it feels very personal. So we have that. Now, what about our neutral options? We also got a few things here. Blank has encountered a fridge. When they checked inside, it was leftover not dear stew. Or blank has encountered a fridge. They checked inside, it was cold pizza. Or blank has encountered a fridge. When they checked inside, it was infinite milk. Something like that. Oh, my brain is already fried. I couldn't find the fridge. No. Maybe next time. Oh, stop. I'll cry. Oh, please don't cry. My brain is so smooth, but I got a heart. That's good. That's all you need. Your brain is... Well, okay, your brain isn't a muscle. Your heart is a muscle. Oh, your brain is like a mental muscle. So technically, you have two brains. One here and one here. Huh? Huh? Hello, Lemon. Hello, Kit. Hello. Hope you guys are doing well. My mind is going through a process that can't be understood. Well, just sit through it. It's not gonna be that long. Where's the input where the fridge fixes my parents' I don't know if I could do anything about that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's a little too advanced. Okay, so we got some stuff like that, right? So that's pretty cool. There is a slight problem. Sometimes I think the method is a little... I should have fixed it. It was a problem in the past, but in the past, this method had an issue and it sometimes wouldn't choose anything. I tell it to choose one of these three, but it doesn't choose anything. So I added this extra thing in, where its user has encountered a broken fridge. What? This never happens. This has never happened like on the first day, but after that I fixed the code, it never happened again. Basically, get random weighted option is, you could think of it as a method, you can think of it as a thing that just randomly picks one of these guys, but makes these guys more important if the number is bigger. If weight bigger, more important. If weight smaller, less important. That means more rare. So it's like that. The numbers don't have to add up to 100, but I just do it that way because, you know, my brain works better that way. Hi guys! Hello, Mr. Spectre V. Hello, hello. Hope you've been doing well. Hope you've been doing well. Hope you had a wonderful Christmas holiday. Lua has encountered a fridge. When they checked inside, it was infinite milk. Awesome. I hope we all have a great end of the year. Thank you. Good to hear about everyone. Hoping all will be good this coming year. Yes, thank you, thank you. As you might know, it's my 1-year anniversary, so we're just going through some activities that I think embody the things that I do throughout the year, and one of them is the coding that I do. So my custom commands. Drools while looking into the sky. Wow, you're into coding? Wow. Not just into coding, but more of, this is technically my main job, but it's bleeding into my hobbies. Wait, you've been awake for 22 hours? You okay? I am. So funny thing, I've been perfectly fine. It's just that, last segment was kind of bad. Last segment was bad, not because I didn't succeed or I wasn't having fun, but just that I decided not to take ad breaks. So I didn't take ad breaks, which meant I didn't get water, which meant that I didn't get out of my chair. So afterwards, my legs were feeling asleep and it was really uncomfortable. So we're not doing that again. We're gonna take some ad breaks. We're gonna take some ad breaks. So we're gonna take an ad break in like half an hour or so. Don't pee on the seat. There's no pee if there's no water. If I haven't drank water for 3 hours, there's no need to go to the washroom, which is another problem in and of itself. so don't even get me started. Yeah, so from right now onwards, yeah, I have to keep taking ad breaks. In fact, I might extend the ad break to 5 minutes. I'll do 3-minute ad break, but 2-minute extra padding so that I stretch. Because the stretching is surprisingly important. So, yeah. If anyone wanted to take a 48-hour continuous stream, number 1, lots of naps. Number 2, drink lots of water. Number 3, actually stand up, walk around, get some exercise, which you can use as an excuse for ad breaks so that you don't feel bad. So my ad breaks are really for me, more for me than for you guys or for anything. It's for me to have an excuse to go and walk around, move my arms, move my legs, get that blood circulating. Oh, what is this song's name? The name of this song is, you can find it in my Abouts page. It's called, oh, am I looking at the wrong one? Hold on. It is, oh, it doesn't have a name. It's called Background Music Number 7. It's by Yusei. It's by an artist on VGen called Yusei. He does a bunch of music stuff. They didn't give it a name. They just called it BMG Number 7. So just go check out my Abouts down below. Click on the link to their VGen and you can find it in their shop. It's a pre-made item. It's relatively cheap and affordable. So if you want to use it, just, buy that from them and it's awesome. They also do custom stuff too. So if you wanted something custom from them, do try to make a request on VGen. Oh my god, drink water. What the heck, man? Jesus, extend it to like 10 or 20 and take care of yourself. Okay, 10 or 20 minutes might be a little long in Twitch standards, so 5 minutes. Normally it's 3. 3 is enough, but I want to do 5 now for the Omniathon because it is 48 hours and it is quite grueling. Stretching is crucial. Stretch your hands too. Surprisingly, my hands are okay. It's more of my legs because I was sitting cross-legged on my chair, just holding my controller for 6 hours straight. Yeah, probably not good for me. And fight the bears outside. Oh yeah, just go fight the monsters, fight the Silent Hill monsters. On my way home from my parents' house, it was Silent Hill fog again. It was the Silent Hill fog. Just fog everywhere. I couldn't see down a street. It's crazy. It's like the sky ends at where the streetlights end. Their drawing distance doesn't go farther than the current block I'm on. So it's like, wow, that's amazing. God, how dystopian must the place be for a bit of walking to be a reward? Thanks. And 10 and 20 is a drop in the bucket for a 40-hour stream. Well, there are actual nap breaks. So those ones are 2 to 3 hours long. So it's between every segment. This segment is the coding segment. So this one's gonna last maybe 2 more hours at most. Praise the naps! Woo! Okay, so back to what I was saying. So I have a bunch of stuff like this. So as you can tell, the format is pretty much the same. It's not coded in the smartest way because I did it the lazy way. So if you check them all out, they're all basically the same. So Spider has some stuff like this. Here are their responses. And then the processing is exactly the same. Like, it's literally copy and paste. So all this stuff is fine. Now, there is something a little bit more special. If you guys remember the candy, that was a certain command. Ask for candy. That was a little bit more special. So as you can see, there's a little bit more code involved for getting candy. Basically, it's something like this. There's candy givers. There's candy giver options, and then there's candy givers. So you have the options of being given candy from a moderator or from a viewer. I added an extra one because it's increasing the probability of viewers. Very jank. It's fine. The actual candy givers, there is Ami, there is Admin 1, Cat God, Admin 2, Rat God, Monster, Grandpa, and then here is the actual command that is run. Thank you for the follow, thank you, thank you. If it works, it works. Candy. Gumbo has 77 candies. Awesome. Wow, that's actually super lucky. What the heck? Okay, so this was the commands I had for Halloween. So basically, you guys were all, those of you who are here, you guys remember, you guys are fighting over candy. All you had to do was go like exclamation mark, I think it was treat, and then you get like a candy from someone. So this is the way it works. It would first look for a candy giver. So is it a moderator or is it a viewer that's going to give you a candy? Then it will randomly pick someone. So from those candy givers, it'll choose a random one. So once it's chosen a random one, it will give you the candy. But when it gives you the candy, it's also a random amount of candy. So the candies to add is random. So if you go here, the max amount was 5. So the max amount of candies you could have gotten was 5 candies at once. And the minimum amount was 1, if I remember correctly. Yes. Random share next between 1 and 5. Can I take candy away from people? I didn't have anything like that. I only had the option for you to get candy. Again, I procrastinated, like I always do, and I ended up not having as much time as I wanted to write it. So I ended up just making a command to get candy and track candy. So I was gonna make it so that you can also give away candy to specific people, but I didn't have time for it. Steel Luke's candy. Good evening. Hello, Cremator. Dull headache moment. Oh no. I only have 18. Sure you do. Not like 180? No, I was joking. I didn't mean to. You did such a good job, Ami. Thank you. So, though, I'll do better next year. I'll make it more fun, and because the thing I realize is you guys only just do exclamation mark treat, and then you just hope for a good result. So I wanted to give you guys more interactiveness. So then it'll be like, oh, you can like go and ask a specific person for candy, and then they'll be like, do I want to give you candy or not? And then it'll pull from their pool of candy. Something like that. That'll make it interesting for next year. What's good, Gumbo? Hello. You did an amazing job. Thank you. Okay, so there's this. So the normal one was really gonna be me giving you guys candy, Cat God, or Rat God, or the weird one is Grandpa would give you candy. Grandpa appears and hands you a piece of mysterious meat. What? Or in the worst case scenario, it's, oh, there's no more candy to give, because I made it so that you can't infinitely get infinite candies from everyone. You can only get up to 3 pieces of candy, normally. If you lucked out and got more than 3, then you're lucky. But if you got 3 or more, you wouldn't be able to get any more. So for example, if Gumbo got 3 pieces of candy from me already from one command, and Gumbo tries to get candy from me again, I'll say, nope, no more candy. But if Gumbo goes and finds Sealies and goes, Sealies, give me some candy, trick or treat, then Sealies will be like, oh, I've never given you candy, so here's 5. Something like that. I remember getting mysterious meat from Grandpa. Oh no. Did you make sure to freeze it? I got like Nola for like 7 times. Oh no. It was dried to perfection. Perfect. Some nice mystery meat that's been dried and salted and well aged perfectly. Gumbo has the most candies. I think second's hero. Yeah, sure. Okay, so obviously, the major upgrade from moving from Stream Elements to my own code is that Stream Elements doesn't do any saving of information. So Stream Elements can't save how many candies you got. So that's the special sauce with the special code. So I did like a lot of code, but what was the point? The point is so that it could save information. So that way it remembers how much candy Gumbo got, it remembers how much candy Luke got, it remembers how much candy Hero and Sealies got, so it saves it. So we have this thing called a DB, so a database. So the candy database. So the candy database, super simple. It's just your name and the number of candies you have. A very simple thing for something that I think is like super important. But if you only use Stream Elements, there's no way to do it. So doing your own code, you can have your own database and you can save things this way. So I can save the number of candies I have when someone gets stuff. I could update the number of candies when you guys get more. So insert or replace. I can update the number of candies for a person and stuff like that. So this is like the most important part of it. So yeah, so that's the important part of this. Now, let's see. In this case, I need to have a database in order to store any persistent information. So if I want to save a score, a running score of how many candies you have, or how many presents you got, or how many cookies you got, or things, this will be important. So, there is that. What else? Now, after I've done a ton of this stuff, you need to put it somewhere. So it has to live somewhere. This is a program that has to run somewhere. I could run it on my own computer, but it has to talk to Stream Elements. So for Stream Elements to talk to my computer will be really dangerous. So normally what people do is you host it on a server, which means basically you pay money to someone and a company will basically say, okay, I'll let you borrow some space on my computer and you can run your application on it. And then when someone calls the URL for your application, it will go to that place and it will do something. So that's what I did. If I remember correctly, I used fly.io. So I use fly.io. So that is the place that I go to. It technically costs money, but if you don't do a lot of stuff and don't use a lot of space and fall under $5, it's free. So they've been telling me, Ami, you owe us $1.15. But then they also say, oh wait, never mind, JK, It's less than $5. You don't have to pay it. So they basically sent me those emails every month, all the time. Is it like a sub? It's pay per use. So they basically have my credit card information, and it's like, okay, well, I guess Ami used some stuff today, and it's like, well, time to charge it on her credit card. But it only charges once per month, and only if it exceeds $5. She's so cute when she abs, right? Oh, tastes good. Huh? Wait, what? Just like how... What? Oh my goodness. Exclamation! Candy! Bag candy stream elements! Bag the candy! Take it all! Take it all! Okay, yeah, so that's how it works. Now, only recently, like a month ago, did I learn of a new thing that I could use. So this is cool and all, but I learned an even cooler thing that I could use. So, okay, so this one. Okay, so this thing is called StreamerBot, and this thing is the thing that lets me do all sorts of things for my stream. It's upgrades, yeah. Whoa, so cool. Yeah, so you know that toggle that I have for my model? That's this one. So let me hide everything first so that it's not so confusing. So this first one is called Toggle Live 2D versus PNG. So this one's basically saying, I'm gonna listen to your chat rewards. So you guys just, you know, redeem it for my channel rewards, and then it does it. So for example, I could try it. And I go, like, I can't find it. This. And it's that. So it ran this command, and it literally ran it right now. So if I go into it, you'll see it does the toggle like that, and then it runs 3 things. It actually changes the visibility of my model. So it hides my VTuber model, and then it shows my PNG tuber model, and then it makes a little sound at the end. Am I making that sound loud enough? Like that. A little pop sound. So it does that. So I can also bypass it and just go right click and go boop. So there's like a ghost Ami? There could be. There could be. There's a hidden Ami on the screen. There's technically 2 Amis on the screen at once. You just don't see the other one. Yeah, so that's an example of one of them. Yandere. Yandere. Okay, so there's other interesting ones. So this one is something that you guys might know from recently, from Christmas. This one's the spawn and throw ornaments. So this one, I might have to kind of just bring it back to life. But basically, if I run it, like that. So this was the command to bring ornaments. So you see that guy there? Oh, let's get rid of him. There. Okay. So this one is a bit special. This one is, if you guys call a command, here, it's called decorate. So exclamation mark decorate. It's disabled. That's why it's red. But it would call this thing, and it will do something. So something is, oh, all it will do is execute code. Oh, how cute and innocent. Until you go into here. And then you go, whoa, okay, now that's a lot of stuff. So, it might be... Oh, wait, you guys can't even see it. Oh, it didn't show it. Hold on. I need to probably show the entire screen. Okay. Display capture, fine. I will display this one. Okay. There. Okay. And then I will bring it over here, and I will shrink it to be the same size as this one. Okay. There. Okay. So now you can see it. I got a bunch of code here. Like, a lot of code here. Oh, it looks so cool. It's so official. Thank you. Up, up. No, there's 4. What? Oh, no. There's only 2. So I'm only resizing it and moving around on the screen. So that part is fine. There's only 2 of me. I regret not majoring in programming and coding. No, don't worry, Mia. I think you're quite advanced on your own, and don't worry, I could teach you things slowly as we go. I'm very proud that you started using StreamerBot. Coolest thing ever. Thank you. Okay, so this one's a little special. So this one is, it basically executes everything in here. So, it's very simple. So I put in some comments here. So this one is, it randomizes the ornament it'll pick. Hi Ami, hello Sia, hello. Just going through my little coding session. I'm not coding anything yet, but I'm just kind of showing off what I have. So this one's the Christmas ornament one. The throwing Christmas ornament, if you know or if you remember from the shorts. Okay, so here is it randomizes ornaments. So the ornaments it can do are these. So Ami Candy Cane, Ami Gold, Ami Red, Ami Silver, Ami Star. If I look for it, it's right here. So this is in my VTube studio, and I'm looking in here. So I drew these ones. I drew these ones by hand. So, yeah, big old candy cane, big old ornament, big old red ornament, big old white ornament, big old star. Oh, and there's the tree. There's the final tree. They look wonderful, thank you. So, very basic stuff. I just drew it on a tablet, and yeah, put it into VTube Studio. They look wonderful, thank you. Okay, so that's simple. So basically it's saying, pick one of those files that Ami drew. There's a reason why you see duplicates. It's because I wrote the code really quickly, so I wanted a way for it to pick one at a higher probability than another. So what I did was I did it in a really dumb way. So I have a method that picks something from a list randomly, but if the thing appears in the list multiple times, it's a higher chance of that thing being picked. So I added candy cane twice, gold twice, red 3 times, silver 2 times, and star 2 times. So red should have been the most common. So if we look here, red is the most common. It feels like there's a lot of yellow stuff, but that's only because of the gold and the stars. Yeah, so there's that. So once it randomly picked one, what it's gonna do is it's gonna look for it's gonna spawn it. So it's gonna create it in VTube Studio. So this one's a little special. Show, I go to here, and it's this. So they have a whole set of documentation and everything. And it's like, let's see if I could find it. StreamerBot docs. Like this. So if I go to their documentation for their API, and then it's like, I look on the side, and there's integrations, and in there is VTube Studio. And then I basically have to do the one that is send raw request. But the problem is send raw request is like too basic. It doesn't do anything. It just says, tell VTube Studio something. So I have to then go, okay, VTube Studio API. I had to go to VTube Studio. So this is the code for VTube Studio. And then it's like, okay, I gotta go in here and I'm gonna read. Gotta read through this entire website and find the information I want. And I had to go, and I think it's like load item or something. See, I'm having a hard time just looking for it. Let's see. Could I find it in StreamerBot? It's called item load request. So there's a thing here called item load request down here. Bunch of words, a bunch of fancy coding thing, and more fancy coding thing. Basically, it just says, I want to summon something on the screen in VTube Studio. This is what you have to tell me, and this is the information you'll get back. And then it will appear on the screen. So that's what I did to make it so that it would appear in here. So that's what this chunk of code is for. Very, very complicated. Have to read a lot of stuff. ChatGPT sort of came in clutch because it found it for me. Reading it myself takes a lot of time. It hallucinated 80% of the time, but it kind of almost found the answer. So I was able to kind of do a Control F and find the right words. And because of that, I found item load request, and then I fixed it up, and then it worked. Would it take longer if I read it? But, you know, it was whatever. Oh, I have a request. What is your request here? Please let me know. A lot of hopping around, I see. It is. Would you be able to make a segment where a separate VOD for your whole stream? I wanted to learn to code for a while, and now I feel like your stream would be entertaining way to get some insight. I would be able to make it a separate section for my whole stream. I can do that. Don't worry. Uh-oh. I didn't record this separately. Don't worry. I'll start doing it now, and then I'll help myself later. Okay. Yeah, don't worry. I plan to make each segment of the stream a different piece of VOD, so like a part 1, part 2. Submitting a 48-hour video to YouTube is kind of stupidly insane. So, let's not do that. Yeah, so don't worry. Let's see. Oh, the code mentor. Okay, so because it's so complicated, I basically distilled it down to just the important information. So the only thing I need is the name and where I want it and the size, and that's it. Oh. Oh. Okay, well, that's a little too long. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Luke. Okay, so this is the thing that summons it, so you don't need to know more than that for now. All it does, it makes an ornament on the screen. Okay, now it grabs the ID from the ornament, so it knows who it's talking about, because it could create clones. You can have clones of clones of clones. You can have 1 star, 2 star, you can have a million stars on the screen. So they all need to have a special number. So you use that number to identify them. So from that, once I have that number, I can run a different command that tells it to move on the screen. So you see how if I run it again, you notice how it kind of bobbles up and down? And then it moves. I was actually trying to simulate if you were to, you know, grab the orb and throw it up and down in your hand, and then you toss it. I didn't animate it very well because I ran out of time. Again, Ami loves procrastinating. Ami procrastinates so badly that this stream compilations was done literally 24 hours ago. Not great, not great. But anyway, that's how it was. It was supposed to look cooler. It looked kind of okay. It looked like it was alive and wanted to do something on its own, which is really weird. So it tries. It tries. Okay, there's no tree there, so get rid of it. Okay, so that's what that part was doing. So I need to, so that's basically extra. Animating it is not necessary, but I wanted to do it. So after that, the next thing I need to do is, you notice how if it lands on a tree, it stays, but if it lands outside of the tree area, it kind of vanishes. the reason for that is it has a method to check the position of what I define as a tree, and then if it is in it, it will keep it. If it's not, it will destroy it. It also plays a sound at the end, but I think I had it muted. So let me turn the sound back on and then test it again. Yeah, it was quiet, but it was there. So it's kind of like that. Yeah, so if it worked, it was a ding, and then if it didn't work, it was a. So that was what I wanted it to do, to kind of give it some sound, to know if it worked or not. It's amazing to us people who don't have a single clue about coding. Thank you. Okay, so so that's basically this. So if not in the area of the tree, get rid of it, and then play the breaking sound. If it is, then play the ding, and then that's it. That's literally it. I explained it. Sounds super simple. Not exactly super simple. Step 1, summon it. Step 2, move it. Step 3, decide if you want to throw it away or keep it. Step 4, play a sound. So that's basically it. But these guys have other methods that I had to make myself for it to make sense. For example, like I said, the summoning is something. The animate throwing is another thing. The getting the ID number is another thing. Moving it was a whole other command. Removing it is another command. And then getting random numbers. Okay, those are simpler. The last one is the worst. It's figuring out if something is in a triangle. Because the tree is the shape of a triangle, I need to decide if a random point was in a triangle or not. So here's my triangle, haha. Here's how I decide if it's in the triangle. A lot of math. Math. Just ignore it. Sounds simple, but actually implementing it is a nightmare. Yeah. This looks a lot cleaner, but this took me probably 3 days to figure it. It took me 3 days. I spent maybe 3 hours per day. So that's 3 times 3. It took me 9 hours, more than a working day, to figure this out. To start from scratch and to figure it out. And don't forget, I also had to draw these pictures. Regardless of how bad I am at drawing, it still took me a while to draw them. It's still extra work. I think I might have spent like, I might have spent like 2 hours drawing all my ornaments and the tree. I'm not very good at drawing. It was tough. It looks super basic, but I struggled. I guarantee I struggled. They look great. Thank you. Yeah. So that was the whole thing. But yeah. So this gives you so much ability. So it gives you... Thank you for the follow. Hello, welcome in. I'm Ami Rainer, from the Mirror World. 1 year anniversary. I'm doing a bunch of stuff that I think embodies what I've been doing all year, and part of it is the coding. So this is a special sauce. I don't do this all the time. I do this behind the scenes, so you guys don't see it, but I thought it would be kind of cool to show you guys the stuff I had to do to make things work. So there's that. Now, time to show you guys the ugly. So you guys saw the cool stuff, right? So oh, Ami's so good at coding. Ami's so good at all this stuff. So smart. Oh, wow. There were a lot of corners that had to be cut. For example, there was no way to pin the objects on the tree. So, if you noticed, when I run the command, it just kind of appears out of nowhere and it just sticks in the air. It's just like, okay, well, that one didn't stick. Here, let me run like a couple. Oh yeah, there's an ornament in the air. Okay, they just like stick in the air randomly. And they're vaguely in the spot where the tree would be. So what I had was, let's see if I could add that in. So here's the tree. So let's say the tree was like right here. So what I had to do was basically go, okay, oh, you guys are throwing things at the tree? Oh, great. And then I would take a screenshot of this picture. I would take a screenshot of it and then crop out the edges. So it'd be like, what was the command again? Control F. Okay, so I took a screenshot and I'd be like, save. And then now I have saved screenshot. Now I do the very advanced thing called going to my stuff. Oh, hold on. Okay, let me get rid of this stuff. Okay, so I do the very advanced thing of going here, scrolling down, taking the picture, and then just going, okay, I'm gonna edit it. I'm gonna edit it and fade. Okay, guys, I'm gonna save the tree. Okay, just give me a quick minute. So I'm just opening Paint and I'm just going like, okay, let's crop out me from the side. Let's crop out the empty space. Oh, crop out the bottom too, and then save it. Yeah, there. And then I would rename the file, and I would just go like Ami tree, like that, and then I would just drag it in, and then dump it back into the file in VTube Studio, in here, and then it'll just replace this tree. And then next time I summon the tree, it's like, whoa, it has ornaments on it. It remembered. Ami created like a database or something for it. Whoa, it's so awesome. No. It's a static image and I took a screenshot. It was the jankiest thing that I had to do all year. I love how the top of the tree is a candy cane instead of star. Yeah, you can thank Sia. No, you can thank Sealies for that. I meant you can thank Sealies for that. That was Sealies. Got it in the first ad break, actually. Speaking of ad breaks, I think we'll take an ad break in 4 minutes. Okay, so, that was the drink stuff. So, yeah, it was your candy cane, yeah! Sealies saved the tree with the candy cane. Coming in clutch. Okay, so this one was probably my most ambitious command, and also, to me, the most fun. At least the most fun to watch. I, again, procrastinated, so I actually wanted to do some other things. So I'll just write on a notepad for what I wanted. So I would have wanted you guys to do something like exclamation mark decorate, and then go like left, or like exclamation mark decorate, and like right. And then the idea would have been like, it would have been like if you guys had the tree. So let's say this is a tree. Let's say this was the tree. Okay? So I would have wanted like, you guys could choose like, oh, I'm gonna hit the tree from here, or I'm gonna hit the tree from here, or I'm gonna aim for the top, or what if I'm gonna go for a low throw and go this way. So I would have wanted you guys to like choose where to go, and then the dumb thing would have been like if you guys wanted to troll, it would have been like, oh, I'm gonna troll Ami, and then you guys like just throw all the ornaments right here, and then I'd be like, and then I would go and post on Twitter, oh, my chat tried to decorate the tree, but it didn't end up very good, and then all the decorations would have been right here. Like, that would have been a funny joke. And then it would have been fun, because you guys would have been able to, like, work together and collaborate and scheme and, like, troll me by, like choosing wrong places of the tree to decorate. It would have been really funny. But instead, I didn't have time, so what I did was, okay, I'll just randomize where it goes, and you guys will just land somewhere here. And if it is on tree, it stays. If not on tree, no stay. So that's how it was. Still pretty fun though. It was still pretty fun. It still turned out really nice. Definitely gonna make it more upgraded and more cooler and more fun next year. So just wait and see. I might not even do it this way. I might do it with a completely different program. We would never do something like that, right guys? Wink wink. Nudge nudge. Sillies, oh you. We'll make a candy cane tree. Or you guys could be like, yeah. Oh, the other option would have been you guys could choose the decoration. So it'd be like, exclamation mark, decorate. And be like, candy cane. And you guys could choose to always do candy cane. Like, Gumbo could be like, I am obsessed with like throwing raw meat on it. Decorate. And then like, raw meat. Like that. Or like mystery meat. Mystery meat. I was actually tempted to see if I had time. If I had time, I would have been like I would have drawn a piece of meat, and then I would have been like, okay, you can throw a piece of meat on the screen. And I would have made it like the most random like option. So it would have been like maybe 1 out of 20. 1 out of 20 throws would be a raw piece of meat that just gets slapped onto the tree. And I would like, instead of making that bing kind of notification when it hits the tree, it'll make a sloppy sound when it hits the tree. It would have been so awesome. Again, I was strapped on time, so I couldn't do it, but it would have been hilarious. I'm sure you guys would have enjoyed it. It would have been so wonderful and funny, because I would not tell you guys. I would never tell you guys the secrets. I would never tell you guys the surprises. So I'll be like, hey guys, you guys could decorate my tree. And then maybe like 19 times you're gonna see normal things. And then this one random time, you guys are gonna be like slapped in the face with a piece of meat. And I'll be like, huh? It would have been so funny. It would have been so cursed. It would. Or it would be like, if you guys really wanted to, the whole tree would only be a meat tree. And had no regular ornaments. And it's just covered in meat. Can we throw Grandpa on the tree? That could have been an option. So another thing I could have done was, because it would have to be a list of things that I tell you, I could tell you it's like, oh, you could do red, you can do white, you can do silver, you can do gold, you can do candy cane, and then I won't tell you guys the secret ones, and it'll be like raw meat, grandpa, or it'd be like deer, like an entire deer slapped on the tree, or it'd be like Santa, something like that. It would have been hilarious. I heard a notification. I don't know what it was. What's going on? I missed something. I wasn't paying attention. Someone did something. Thank you very much for it. I missed it on my stream. I don't know why I couldn't see it. I was too focused on talking. Excitedly. Anyway, these ideas would have been super funny. Oh, thank you for the follow. Whiskers. Thank you. Welcome in. My name is Ami Rainer from the Mirror World. 1 year anniversary. Just talking about some exciting things that I'm excited about, which is coding. So I did a lot of interesting custom command stuff and some stuff for Halloween and Christmas. This was what I kind of did and kind of wanted to do more for, but we'll do better next year. So yeah, I could take suggestions from you guys, but at the same time, I also wanted to surprise you guys with something cool, interesting, and different. So if it was like, oh, do you guys have any suggestions? It'll feel like, oh, maybe another text-based command for presents or something. I want it to be like something you guys would not imagine or have seen before. So I had to rack my brain and think of something interesting. So the tree idea has been used. It's a great idea. I love it. I'm sure I could improve on it, but I think next year we can do better. I think we can do even better next year. Something very different, something even cooler. Same with trick-or-treating for Halloween. It might not be just as simple as exclamation mark candy or exclamation mark treat. It'll be something more elaborate, more different, more involved, more fun. Can we have Ami ornaments? Oh, that would be so cute. I'd have to draw it myself though. So let's see how my drawing skills are. As you can see, this is my drawing skill right now. This is what you get. This would have been the Christmas tree. This could have possibly been the Christmas tree had I not put in more effort. Like, hey guys, oh, Merry Christmas. There's your tree. There we go. That's tree, and that would have been like, okay, and then just, oh yeah, look at that, perfect tree, amazing tree. Ami's so good at drawing. She should quit and be an artist full time. Definitely not a bad idea. Yeah, so I'll have to work on my drawing skills. better than Gumbo's drawing skills? Oh, I don't know. Well, you'll be the judge, because you'll know how your drawing skills are, and you now know how mine are. We're gonna fight each other with candy. Maybe. Who knows? Maybe I'll make an extension on Twitch for something even more special. Anyway, so that's what we got. I wanna do an ad break now, but I think we can wait a little longer. We need an HP bar. That would be cool. That would be cool. I can only draw stickmen. Stickmen? Could I draw stickmen? Let's see. Let's see. There we go. Stickmen! Yay! Yeah. I don't think I could make this into a VTuber model. Oh, I'm finally here. Just came home. Hello, Light. Hello. You missed a bit of the stuff I was talking about in terms of the Halloween commands, in terms of the Christmas commands, but here we are with a bunch of stickmen on the screen. Dude, it took so long. I was in a really awkward situation. Oh no. Aw. Oh. Sounds like it was, awkward. Or tricky. Great anatomy. Yeah, really showing off the arms and the legs and, you know, yeah. Anyway, enough of the pictures. So, there are still yet more things I'm doing in here that make my stream work. So, this one's the first one I ever made. Let's see, my exams start next week. I know I am going to fail 2 subjects. That is very bad, Luke. I think you should study. I think you need to study. Going to bed. Have a great stream, everyone. Thank you. I'll see you tomorrow? Next time? Alright. Bye-bye, hero. A last chunk. 1 yandere emote, please. Hello. And thank you so much for your bits, series. I hope you enjoy the yandere, Ami. Yay, you got it. I think you're the first one to get it. Yay! Congrats. And thank you so much for the bits. Let's see, but I can study. But I study the sword. The way of the sword. Ha, ha, ha. Okay, so, let's see. Yeah. Oh yeah, like I was saying. Have a good night, hero. Bye-bye. And yeah, Luke, go study. If you have an exam coming up, you gotta study. Definitely don't fail. Okay, so this thing is something awesome. This is kind of awesome. So, this one is very basic, but you guys see it all the time. This is the one where I have the message on screen that says I'll be taking a break. So if we look here, this one's super simple. We'll be taking and then it calculates the time in minutes. Something minutes ad break. Be back soon. So whenever I run an ad, it will do this message for me, and then I'll let you guys know in the chat. Very basic, very essential. Now, there's some more interesting things that I did recently. There's the raider shoutout. So the raider shoutout is if someone raids me, it will do stuff like this. Oh, I set the criteria to greater than 1. No wonder. Okay, so this one shouts at someone by their username on Twitch, and then it also does my custom command shoutout as well. So that's super important. That way it's hands off. I don't have to manually type anything anymore. So my streamer bot takes care of it for me. Math is easy when you understand concepts and use properly. That is true. Math is not too hard. Math is the easiest one because you can't get math wrong. You just do the math right. It's just right. Your teacher can't be like, "Oh, I think your understanding of the question is not quite interpreted correctly. The author wanted blah blah blah." It's not literature. It's like very straightforward. Number plus number equals other number. Number subtract number equals other number. Very straightforward. Just use the rules correctly and you're... And hello, Bedrock player. Welcome. Yeah, I'm just talking about some of the stuff that I did. So I was talking about how I started with the commands on Stream Elements, how I upgraded my commands with my custom code, my special sauce that I made for Halloween and Christmas for the candy event as well as the decorating event, and then now I'm just talking about some basic triggers. Why are you calling me Rock? It's Bedrock player. It's fun to do, man. Well, everyone has different likes, different things they like. I used to hate math because I didn't like homework, but you're right, Ami. Yeah, I actually liked math the most. Math was the best because math was most predictable. I knew what the teachers were gonna assign for math, so I could do them ahead of time and then just goof off in class. So in class, I can either goof off or I could do the real pro move, do my homework during class, go home, no homework, play game all day. You know? Big brain move. Big brain move is you do all your homework so fast in class that by the time you get home, you just play all day. Don't do anything, just play games. Let's see. I tried to learn deviation, and I gave up. The teacher had already finished teaching deviation, applications of it, anti-derivatives, and my brain is gone. Did you forget limits? Chain rule? Product rule? There's a lot more than that. Kaboom. Let's see, I'm talking to someone? Same here, I like math, physics, and chemistry. Oh, those are the easier courses. English, PE, and language courses? Hard, really hard. Thank you for Head Pass. Thank you, Mono. I failed pre-calc on my sophomore year because I didn't do homework. Oh no. I retook it and did well the second time since I saw all of it the second time. Yeah, once I see it once, then it's like, oh, it's pretty simple. You already predicted the future. So, yeah. I feel emotionally drained after the awkward situation. I'll eat something. Ooh. That's unfortunate. Yeah, maybe eat something sweet. Unwind a bit. Okay, so I think I will take a quick ad break now, and then we'll get back. And I think, let's see. I'm trying to think about what I want to do next in terms of coding. Maybe I'll do some actual coding and then show you guys what I mean. So let's take an ad break for now. Show. Alright. Okay, good night, Ami. I'm gonna rest. Alright, I'll see you later. See ya. Thanks for dropping by. Bye-bye. Alright, for everyone else who's staying, grab some water, grab some snacks, head to the bathroom you need to, take a stretch because it's important. I will do the same. So we'll take a quick ad break. Alright. Well, I am already failed in the math practical since I couldn't submit homework on time. I failed my Viva exam. Oh no, that sucks. I'll definitely be watching this coding segment later. Alright, thanks. I'll make sure to post it up as soon as I can. Alright, bye-bye. Alright, we're gonna take a quick ad break. So see you in maybe 5 minutes. I'll stretch a little bit. I swear. I'll stretch, drink water, etc. Okay, I'm back. I don't feel like it was 5 minutes, but it's been 5 minutes, apparently. Welcome back. Thank you. Let's see what you guys were up to. In my life, I don't think I got marks under 80 in any subject except for history. I didn't get the best marks when I was younger, except for in math. Math was the only one that was automatically high. Yeah. Everything else sucked until I got older. And then once I understood, my eyes were open. I was blind, but now I can see. Something like that. So, I got a lot better after that. Spider. So it's got bitten by a mutant spider. They're starting to feel an itch. I wonder if it might be a rash. Damn. Okay, Luke is a management student. Yeah, no tips on that. Yeah, Light and I are probably the same. We're both science majors. Science majors. Yeah. Huh, fist bump. Welcome back, Ami. Thank you. Welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back, Rainera. Thank you. Okay, so I think I will only stream for another 30 minutes before I take my break for the night, and then we will be back, quote unquote, in the morning. It'll be like 2 a.m. or something for me, 2 or 3 a.m. And then we'll be doing YouTube shorts. Oh my goodness. Okay, so there is one thing I want to do before we end this. So I did say that this is going to be a coding session. So I wanted to code something very basic and simple, just to kind of demonstrate the thought process and what needs to be done to do something. So here we go again. Thank you for the follow. Thank you, thank you. Okay, choose management because your friend said it would be chill and now it's killing me. Yeah, don't do that. Kind of, think it through on your own and choose what you think makes most sense. Something that's chill for other people might not be chill for you, or vice versa. Something you think is easy might be really hard for someone else. Congrats on 281. Thank you. Okay, so there is a special thing I have to explain before I work on the new thing. So I added something I've never done before, and I've told it to only one person, I think, so far. I think I only talked to Mew about it, but I have this special one down here called Stream Start. So when the stream starts, it actually creates a very special file. So it creates a very special file right here in my folder. It's called VOD timestamps. If I open it, it is very big and long right now because I have streamed for a long time. But basically, this one is supposed to create a file when I start streaming, and it lists the date at the top, and then it lists the timestamps. So here you'll see, here's the timestamp of when it started, and then at different timestamps, you see different things. So this is actually the name of my scene in OBS. So here's the start screen that you see, here's the break screen you see, here's another break screen, here's a break screen. You see a lot of break screens. But there's a lot of other screens too. So like gameplay, just chatting, gameplay, just chatting, etc, etc. So what this is useful for is I can actually copy and paste it, and then I can use it. Whoa! Thank you for the gifted subs! Oh my god! Thank you so much! Thank you so much! Thank you so much! I'm pretty sure your username is supposed to say unknown. I'll call you Unknown. Thank you, Unknown. Thank you so much. Thank you for the gifted sub. It's so generous. Thank you. Thank you for 10 gifted. That's amazing. And wow, a lot of you guys ended up getting the subs. That's so cool. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. I super appreciate it. Okay, so what I was trying to say was I can use this and I copy and paste it, and then I can use that for... Thank you, Gumbo. Thank you for the 500 bits. Thank you so much. Are you also getting close to getting the Yandere emote as well? It's amazing. Thank you guys so much for everything. I super appreciate it so much. It means a lot. Like I was saying... Oh, you got it? Nice! So, like I was saying, I can actually copy and paste this and drop it into the description for my VODs on YouTube. And then this way, I don't have to manually figure out the timestamps for you guys. And then you guys will have the timestamps for every video that comes out. So, moving forward, all my streams will have timestamps. And then it'll be like this. So this is amazing, because every time I change a scene in OBS, it'll do it automatically. So I don't have to do anything. So for example, you see right now, we took a break just a little while ago, and I actually pressed the transition a while ago, so I did this. So if I actually close the file, and let's say I pretend I went to the gameplay screen. Let's say I went to the gameplay screen. And then let's say I come back to the just chatting screen. Okay, so now if I go back to this file, you'll see, whoa, it got added in down there, right here. If it's a little too small for you guys to see. Bigger, bigger. Okay, there. Yeah, so you see, like, this is when I took the break, and then here was the just chatting from before. I changed the gameplay, I changed it again. I didn't have to touch it. It just did it on its own. That's so cool, thank you. Oh, it's a great coding demonstration. Thank you so much. I actually haven't shown you the code yet, so there's an enhancement I want to do. So right now, this is all good for timestamps to kind of let me figure out, oh, when I switch to a game, so, oh, I'm playing the first game, I'm playing the second game, I'm doing just chatting, or, oh, we're taking a short break, or stream end. But what if I wanted to clip something for you guys? So I wanted to, like, oh, there's a super funny moment, like something awesome happened, and so I would have to clip it. But how would I clip it? I'm too busy to clip. You guys might be too busy because you guys are too busy laughing and being all happy and merry in the chat. So who's gonna clip it then? So what if I created a toggle? What if I create a hotkey that I could press, and then that way it will save the timestamp into the same file that I have here, so that everything is all together. So right now I do kind of have a thing, but it's not perfect. Oh, fight you? Oh, Sealies and Gumbos are fighting with using the new knife emotes, the new Yandere knife emote. My Yandere versus your Yandere. Who will win? Wait, it's the same Yandere. Okay, so I have this hotkey up here called Add Twitch Stream Marker. So this is a default thing that lets me add a marker onto my video on Twitch only. Unfortunately, it doesn't let you guys see where it is, so you guys don't know that it exists, and I barely know it exists. So I wanted to add it into the file so it's more easily accessible. So let's, for now, go and see how this works. So if I go to the OBS scene changed, what this is doing is whenever I change a scene in OBS, it will run this code. So let's have a look and see what this code does. And we have a bunch of code. I wonder if it's too small. If it's too small. Well, this is also in dark mode, so that's also not great. I don't know if you guys could read it. You know what? It's fine. You guys are gonna get flashbanged with the screen that's just too white. Okay. Desktop. Let's go. Sample.cs. Can I change the... There must be a way to change the mode. I swear. I can make this not hurt your eyes. I swear I know how to use things. Okay, preferences. Preferences. Dark mode. Dark mode enable. Oh, there we go. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay. Oh. Okay. Oh, fudge, I need to go back in time. Alright, I'm back. The awkwardness is gone. Yay, you've been cured. Okay, so I thought the code was a little too small for you guys to see, so I'm gonna biganize it. Ami, biganize it. Biganize it some more. There, perfect. Okay, so what it does is I have a special variable in StreamerBot that keeps track of if I'm streaming. So if I start a stream, it will set it to true. If I end stream, it will set it to false. So this is a special thing that they have where it goes, okay, get your variable, and it's a boolean, so a true or false, and it's called is stream started. So if we just go over to here, and I click global variables, you see I have a couple over here. Is stream started, right now is true. Stream start time, here, and this is where I save files, so there. Now, if I didn't start a stream, this whole piece of code, absolutely useless. So all it needs to do is just return. Just return, ignore it. Let's see, lesson learned. Never go buy things alone and ignore old classmates. And always ignore old classmates, right? You just play it cool and pretend you don't recognize them. Anyway, yeah, so next thing is I gotta figure out what the current time is, and then grab the stream start time. So you'll see that stream start time is some weird string of numbers. So it's just weird numbers like this. Well, basically, it's a thing called Unix time. So it's kind of like a time that represents from a period of time. Unix time define. So Unix time just starts from is epoch time. So apparently that starts from January 1st, 1970. And you're counting seconds. Milliseconds? Number of seconds. You're counting the number of seconds that started since this date. Right there. Right here. A very weird thing to do, but that's how they do it in programming. So I take that number. It's a great number. It's a small number, not very long. So I get the current time, and I take that number, and I do subtract. And if I subtract it, I'll figure out how much time has passed. And then I reformat it. There's a thing in C# called time span, which basically represents a span of time. Yes, very creative. Thank you. So it represents a span of time. I didn't invent this. And it breaks it down into number of hours, number of minutes, seconds, etc. So I take that and I use it to create a timestamp for the file. So, yeah, for the file. Now that I have it, I ask StreamerBot to get the name of the current scene in OBS, and then I have a name. And then that's the name that I paste into the file. So then, after that, very simple. Open up the file and paste that in, and that's it. So paste in the timestamp and paste in the name, and we're good to go. And then we're done. By the way, when will you post day 2 schedule? Oh yeah, I didn't post it on Discord yet. I had to do that. I'll do that right after this. This sounds interesting. Thank you. Okay, so this is super helpful. And then down here, it adds the extra hidden marker in Twitch as well. So just in case if I wanted to use it for anything. So after it's done, it's done. Now, in the worst case scenario, if I went here and deleted the file, so I went here and deleted this file, and the file doesn't exist, the code is going to be confused. Well, don't worry. If the file does not exist, make a new file. Make a new file, add the current date into it, and then just start from scratch. So that's what this part is saying. Very simple. So you'll see a few things called stream writer, and you'll see file.create text, and you'll see things like write line, very self-explanatory. File.create text is basically create a text file. Take this, create a text file, and then it creates it as a stream. So that way, basically, the data is being streamed to a particular location in your storage and then being saved. So they call it a stream. So there's like input, output streams, error streams. Don't need to know too much. Just know this is what you do to write to a file. And then using that stream that was opened, I tell it, here is a line that I want to write into the file, and then it does it for me. And after I'm done, it closes the file, and we're all happy. And then once it's done, it exits. That's it. So what we want to do is something similar, but not for when OBS scene changes, but instead for when I press a button. So what we could do is reuse a bunch of that code. So we'll go here, and instead of this guy, I can just disable it. I don't need you. I'll create my own code. So we can just take this and just cheat and just copy and paste. So you guys can't see it very well from here, so I'll paste it back in here and make it easier to look. Okay, so let me save it as sample true. Okay, so in this case, same thing again. If I'm streaming, it matters. If I'm not, it doesn't. So we'll keep this line. This still matters. We definitely need to get the timestamp. So we're gonna have to figure out the current time and do all the stuff we did before. So all this stuff up to here applies, so we don't have to touch it. This part here, let's see, if the file exists, do something. If it doesn't do this, still applies, so still good. All we had to do is actually do this part. So actually, there's nothing I have to do. I could just copy and paste the whole thing. Never mind. It just works as is. My code is just too good. Okay, so it should just work. In theory, it should just work really good. I guess the only thing I don't want, though, is that if I go into the code, again, it actually takes the scene name. So it takes the scene name and then just creates a marker here. And in fact, it does it for here as well. But I don't want to confuse with the one that happens automatically. So I do want to change something. So instead of using the scene name, I would just call it clippable moment. Let's just call it clippable moment. And then instead of calling it scene name, just call it let's just call it description. Let's just call it description. So let me replace the thing here with description. So let's see if there's any more. Okay, so I use it here and I use it here. Okay, so instead of creating a stream marker with this scene name, I'm using clippable moment. So it's just a text. So I'll always say clippable moment. So let's copy this into StreamerBot. And let's just paste. And let's just compile. It's successful. Save. Compile. It's good. Now, let me try to run it. So if I run it, it should work. So let's just test it by right-clicking and test trigger. It should work. So if we go to our file over here, scroll down, there it is. Beautiful. Clippable moment. Ignore the fact that it thought it's a typo. That doesn't matter. It's doing what I wanted it to do. And there you have it. That's all we needed to make it to work. Just needed to change like 2 words. Okay. Let's see. Sounds interesting. Your power? Who said I need your power? Ami probably. The most important thing I learned from programming. If it works, never mess with it or try to fix it. what I learned from programming, if it works but not perfectly, most likely just rewrite from scratch. Almost 99% of the time, you're gonna have a better time rewriting it from scratch than if you tried to fix someone else's awful code. Especially if that someone is the past version of you. So rather than looking at my old code and trying to figure out where I went wrong, just write better code. That's what I learned. You're going too fast. Agreed. It's like, first, step 1, draw a circle. Step 2, draw cute anime girl picture. Step 3, profit. Done. Yeah, I might have gone a little too fast with this one. Let's see. Let's see if I could do something else that I wanted to do. Was there something else I wanted to do? I don't know. I don't know if there's anything else I wanted to do. Anyway, I did what I wanted to do. Yay! Stream over. We're done. Does anyone have spare brain I could borrow? Yeah, I think I went a little too fast. Let's do something, do you guys have any suggestions for anything interesting you want as a command? Let's see. I think we can do a command for fun. So this one's a little less coding and it's more logic. Let's do it like this. Let's migrate a command that I have in Stream Elements and change it into something in StreamerBot. Let's do something like that. It's super simple, but it will introduce some basic concepts in terms of logic. So let's go to something that I had over here. This one. Okay, this one's super easy. So this one's lost. So this is the lost command. Let me post it up here. Okay, so this one's the one where if I'm lost, something happens. So let me break this one down. So Ami, is, okay, is lost, is this, is this, and that. Okay, cool. Okay, let's do that. I don't like the formatting, but it'll be fine. Okay. Ami's too smart. My brain's already cooked. Don't worry, this was a super basic concept. So if anyone wanted to make custom commands, anyone who's a streamer, who works with a streamer, or has a streamer friend that they want to help out, this will be helpful, okay? And this also introduces you to some basic logic. Okay, so I have a command that just says Ami, so it'll say Ami, and then insert statement here, insert words here, okay? So these are the words we can have. So it can either say this, 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 or this. So what we need is to randomly choose one of these lines. In StreamerBot, there's a way to do that. So let's create something called random lost message, or let's call it lost message. Let's put it in triggerless actions. Let's call it triggerless actions for chat. Okay, so this is more of creating stuff for this, but they have a way to let you do random action. So if I do this, what this means is I created a thing here. I will not create a trigger. A trigger is just something that makes this run. So instead, I will leave this blank. A sub action in StreamerBot is just the thing that will happen. So the thing that will happen is I'll just choose words. So, let's see. So I could do something like, how would I do words? Now that I think about it, this is harder, this is more different than I remember. Let's do, let's just make it say something on Twitch. That's simple. So I'll go chat, and I'll go, send message to channel, and the message I will send is this. So I'll say, Ami is hopelessly lost. Big sad. Okay? Like that. So that's one option. But because this is a action that is random, what it will do is instead of playing all of these sub-actions, it'll just choose one randomly to do. So this one's the only one, it'll always do this. So instead of doing that, let's add a couple more. So here is that. Let's actually, no, before that, yeah, let's do that. Okay, so I go Twitch and I go chat, Twitch, and I go chat, send message, and the next one I will do is this one. So Ami has been walking in circles. Let's add another one. So chat, send message, and then the next one would be Ami proceeds to confidently go in the opposite direction. Kappa. And finally, let's do one more. Okay, this one's about the VOD watchers. Skip ahead 1 hour. Failfish. Okay, so here we have it. We have a bunch of stuff here. What does leaflet note mean? It's an emote. Oh, it's an emote. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's an emote. It might be something from the special emote stuff. What do I call that? What do we call it? Brain not work. Brain not work. Better TTV? It might be from like Better TTV or stuff like that. So yeah. Okay, so we have our stuff here. This is our random messages that we want to send. We don't want to send all of them, just one. So random should take care of it. But there's no triggers, so no matter what you do, it won't do anything. So actually, let's turn off the one from Stream Elements. So we will, let's disable this one. Can I disable it? This is enabled when... Oh, right. It's this thing. Okay, so the lost command does not work anymore. So if you guys try !lost, it will not do anything. Why is there something rather than nothing? What's the point of existing if everything will end at one point? The 8-ball says, sure. Pure nihilism. Fabulous answer, 8-ball. Okay, so lost doesn't work. So now we lost the lost command, but don't worry, we're gonna re-add it. So in command section, we're gonna create a thing called lost. And then, the way the command will work is ! lost. And then we'll set the cooldowns to Globo to cooldown of 5 seconds. And user cooldown of, how long did I say before? 300. Okay, 10 and 300. Got it. Okay, we'll do 10 and we'll do 300. Okay, and okay. And now, this one will now have an action, which I will add to here, and it will trigger based on am I blind? let's see. Commands. Command triggered. Command lost command. There you go. So it will be triggered by the lost command. There is one unfortunate thing though. Right now I don't have a bot, so it's just gonna say that I'm doing it. So I go exclamation mark lost. Ami is hopelessly lost. Like that. So I brought back the lost command, except instead of being from StreamerBot, it's from me. So I still need to add my own bot account. Like, where is it? Integrations, services, streaming. Where was it? Platforms, Twitch. Yeah, I don't have a bot account, so we'll have to find a bot account. I'll have to create one, and we'll have to add it here. But once I do, you'll see that it's the bot account that does it. So if I test it again, we get something like this. So like I said, this is more super basic. Let's see. 8-ball is light this the certified? The 8-ball says no. We can see that. Is Luke rusty? Maybe you should ask that. Okay, anyway. I'm planning to migrate all my commands, and I am planning to create a bot account so that instead of seeing me say things, it will be the bot account. Though, I might want to take some suggestions from you guys. What do you guys want as a bot name? What do you want your bot to be named? Do you want to call them Omibot? Do you want to call it I'm a bot? Grandpa. Gold. I'm not sure about that. That's right, it's all part of my plan. I'm Kira. Right. Okay, so I think I'll put a poll or something up on Discord, and you guys could vote for that. So if you guys have any suggestions, just list them out. Let me see if I could log into Discord for that. We don't need this for now. Okay, so it wasn't much of a coding session as it was me just talking. I hope it didn't bore you guys. I hope it wasn't all too crazy or complicated. I hope it was interesting at the very least. I think I might want to end it here for tonight and try to get some actual sleep. Me thinking Ami was going to show us how to print hello world. Ami shows this, starts hopping from screen to screen, showing crazy code with no explanation. I'm showing some explanation. It's just it was a little too advanced, I guess. I didn't understand a single word. Okay, here. If you want me to explain, it was very explainable. If you guys want me to go over like super basic stuff, I could do that. You know what? There's technically 23 more minutes to the session left. Let me show you guys super basic stuff if you would like. If we would like. Okay. So, let's go with something. No, it's fine. Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure? I feel bad. I feel bad. Sleep is better? Okay. I'll do it next time. If you guys wanted a crash course, I could do that. Big brain on me. Nap is more important. Okay. Thank you. I will take a nap. I will take a nap. I will take a 3-hour nap. A power nap. And actually fall asleep. If I actually fall asleep and don't wake up, I am so sorry. Yeah, well, I'll try my best. Anyway, I hope you guys had some fun, hopefully, listening to me rambling on about coding. If you guys have any suggestions for awesome commands I can make, leave it in the Discord. Just in a general is fine. Or if you have some suggestions for what you want our bot to be named, put it in there. I'll have a look. So yeah, let me see if I could bring up Discord, and I'll just say, you want TTS? I don't know if I'm adding TTS ever. Alright, nap is important. Thank you. Have a good nap. Thank you guys for dropping by. Thank you guys for sticking around. Even though it might have gone over some of your heads. I'm sorry. Anyway, I'll see you guys in a couple of hours, maybe 3 or 4. And we'll do some more things that might be overly complicated. I'm gonna do a short. I'm gonna do a short live. I'll record it. I'll script it. I'll record it. I'll edit it, and I'll post it all live. And you guys can see what I do. Alright. Thank you guys so much. Alright, take care. Take some rest. Rest well, princess. Bye-bye, Ami. Have a wonderful nap. Rest well. TTS is dangerous. Why? It's 4 then. Thank you, stream. Happy 1 year, Ami. Thank you. Alright. See you guys later. Oh, and then, of course, I have another one of these. So how many did we do? 1, 2, 3. Are we on number 4? Let me see if I'm counting. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. We're on number 4. Okay, we're on number 4. Alright, see you guys.